Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a third-person action platformer developed by Insomniac Games and released in June of 2021. Having released a trilogy over a decade ago, a reboot in 2016, and a full-length feature film, Ratchet & Clank are beloved, established PlayStation characters. Question is, does Rift Apart live up to their reputation?
Let's find out! Lower the gates!
Our game begins with a celebration in honor of Ratchet and Clank. Hoping to help Ratchet find his people, the Lombaxes, Clank surprises Ratchet with a device that should help them search the dimensions for them. However, the festival is ambushed by Dr. Nefarious, who unintentionally uses the device to merge the dimensions, causing chaos for the universes. On their journey to stop Nefarious, they bump into Rivet and Kit, the counterparts for both Ratchet and Clank. It's up to these four to defeat Dr. Nefarious and restore the dimensions to normalcy. Something I have to point out straight away is how good the voice acting is. The main four characters all help elevate the writing with their performances. The story is sometimes funny, charming, and even quite moving at times, especially for a game rated 12.
Guess being on my own is just what I'm used to. Me too. So maybe this is just temporary.
Rivet and Kit are welcome characters to the franchise, each with their own secrets, backstories, and quirks that separate them from their original counterparts. While I like Rivet and Kit, it regularly felt like Ratchet and Clank were pushed to the side of their own game to make way for these two new characters. And I played Ratchet and Clank 1 to 3 when I was a kid, so it was a little disappointing to see so little of Ratchet and Clank's partnership. I imagine this won't be an issue for new players, but I wonder if anyone agrees with me. I often skip cutscenes about halfway through a game if I don't care about the story, but I'm happy to report that not once did that cross my mind. I'm not even sure you can skip cutscenes, as I never tried to. With a somewhat simple, safe story to follow, with well voice acted characters and memorable moments between these characters, Ratchet and Clank's story was a blast to play through. Rift Apart's combat is on top form, taking what worked from previous games as well as adding different movement options, such as the rift pockets and swing shot. There are multitudes of different guns that can all be leveled up to increase their standard effect, each one being unique and having a distinct design and feel to them. These guns are also given to the player at a good pace, meaning you never have to wait long before getting your hands on a new toy, going from simple blasters to rocket launchers and sniper rifles. All these weapons pair well with the impressive movement system. Players can dodge, strafe, and flip their way out of danger, resulting in a satisfying Doom-esque gameplay style where you're constantly moving, replenishing ammo and health while avoiding and counter-attacking enemies. Backflipping over an enemy's laser while firing a grenade at them is a peak gameplay moment for me. To top it off, the PS5's 60 FPS gameplay results in a silky smooth movement, making combat that much more impactful. Combat isn't the only thing to praise regarding gameplay. Movement has been given a significant update, letting you grind across rails, wall running, and time shifting. The player can now speed through levels and open areas with the new rocket roller skates. Simply tap L2 to gather speed and fly across the map, doing tricks, jumping over obstacles, and smashing into enemies. The boots are a welcome surprise and make gathering collectibles fun as you zip between each item. As well as the rocket boots, players can ride two mounts, including a rapid snail called a Speedle and a dragon called Trudy. The Speedle allows you to quickly traverse poisonous areas safely, and it does feel good to speed up a ramp and glide through the air with it. However, I would have liked more control options, such as a drift allowing you to keep top speed while sharply turning corners. Unfortunately, all you can do is slow down and gently turn, which isn't optimal for the mount's speedy function. The dragon mount, while being a cool concept, is a bit of a letdown. The movement feels rigid and you never feel like you have full control. Again, a drift mechanic would fix 90% of this issue, as well as a dive, perhaps a launch into the air, cool spins in the air to avoid attacks. It's strange how the game's combat system was designed to give the player a wide range of movement options, yet this philosophy isn't reflected in the mounts. Nevertheless, they take up only a fraction of the game, and there is still fun to be had zooming through swamps and soaring through the skies. Another issue is the game's unclear boundaries at very rare occasions. A side mission with Trudy involves you collecting enough fruit to trade for a collectible. The game, however, doesn't tell you that the higher up items can't be accessed until you have enough fruit to access Trudy's fire ability. This essentially meant I wasted 20 minutes awkwardly platforming up these towers trying to figure out how to reach them. What's worse is I actually managed to collect an elevated collectible by platforming, adding to my confusion on how to reach the others. As well as this, sometimes I died by dropping down to a ledge that really shouldn't have killed me, but the game wasn't having it. Despite these minor issues, the gameplay utilises fast-paced action with an emphasis on movement, resulting in a truly memorable gameplay experience. I haven't even mentioned Clank's puzzle missions, nor Glitch, the robotic spider's virus-deleting minigame. Both are great additions. Clank's puzzles require you to get enough possibilities of himself to break through an anomaly, letting you continue the story. I thought these were quite fun. Using augmented spheres on your possibilities allows them to bypass obstacles and eventually break the anomaly. It's nice to see Clank has been given at least some game time here. Glitch's missions are short mini-games helping Ratchet break through virus-laden software. Gameplay for this was great, and Glitch even comes with some funny lines of dialogue of her own.
Free those boys for Ratchet. It can shoot now too! No problem. I can find some cover.
The game offers so many gameplay mechanics that you never feel that you're stuck in the regular game loop of combat, exploration, and cutscenes. Bravo! The visuals for Ratchet & Clank are mind-blowing. This impressive jump from the previous games are one of the reasons Rift Apart is a console seller. Similar to what I enjoyed about Astro's Playroom, the foreground, midground, and background are bursting with activity, giving you a pleasing image wherever you turn the camera. Textures have been given the next-gen update. Just look at Ratchet's hair. Look how perfect that is. What? There's always so much going on screen, leaving every mission and new area to be a true spectacle. Planets are all vivid with different colours, giving each one a specific feel and tone. And this game at 60 frames per second with ray tracing.
Into the mouth. Nice.
I honestly have nothing bad to say about the visual design of the game. Well done, art team. 10 out of 10 for you guys alone. First of all, the sounds of all the weapons are spot on. I love the slight blast of the small alien pistol you get at the start of the game, reminding me of sci-fi cartoons. Flipping, rocket boots, bolts swarming towards the player as they smash boxes. These aren't even the highlights of the audio design. I could list so many sounds in the game that add to the immersion of the gameplay, but this video would be hours. The sound design team have done an extensive job matching all of the big moment sounds, but also the minor details, such as walking making a different sound depending on terrain. The soundtrack is exciting and fast-paced, matching the design philosophy of speed and action, and giving you a prideful feeling when battling to its soundtrack. However, the game also doesn't hesitate to throw in softer music on more, let's say, tender moments.
Cannot come with you.
Well, at least this mission worked out, huh?
Yes. I suppose it did.
And if I remember correctly, our promise was that if this mission didn't go badly...
You want to stay a team? You are very strange, Ratchet.
I've been told that a time or two. Team?
Perhaps. Just this once. Yes. I will try.
Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is a triumph, breathing new life into an already popular franchise. Beautiful dynamic visuals, well voice-acted characters, a fun, fast-paced combat system, while perhaps playing it a little too safe with its story. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart gets a 9 out of 10, bearing in mind that this is still very close to perfect, and a must-play for any PlayStation 5 owner. Well done, Insomniac. Looking forward to Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. Keep them coming. Okay, so, 4th review in. Not bad, not bad. How do you think I'm doing, Jim Norton?
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Thanks, Jim. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please give me a like and subscribe as it really helps me out. And I should hopefully have a new video out next week. Peace and love.